Run it up, then run it back. Run it up, then run it back. Run it up, run it back. Run it up, then run it back.
Oh, good day and happy Thursday to all of you. Welcome to Run It Back. We've got Lou Will, Chandler P, Michelle Beadle over here on the end. And guys, play-in tournament. I know Lou said it yesterday that you are now officially a fan of the whole format. And I think last night just continued to sort of press that. We've got Mario Chalmers coming up in a little bit. Jaden McDaniels is going to join us as well. It's kind of a big deal day. But we're going to start the legends on the court last night. Steph Curry and Kawhi Leonard both out there, and Steph Curry comes out the winner. What a second half he had. He finishes with 35 points in 36 minutes. Porzingis with 20. Kawhi had 21. Benedict Mathurin had 23 points. Did have 4 turnovers, but Warriors advance
Al Horford
in this bad boy.
have a fourth quarter.
It was the old guy. It was I love
Holy
it.
smokes.
It was the older gentleman. Now they got to play the Suns for a chance to then go on and, I guess, get beaten. That being said, Chandler, this season for the Warriors has been an absolute emotional roller coaster. How would you describe it?
Just what you said.
Oh,
and a
sorry.
bunch of injuries. Think about all the time that Steph Curry's missed. Draymond's missed 14, 15 games. Jimmy Butler obviously goes down with the injury. Porzingis hasn't been there for a full season. Heard last night he had played like 51 minutes total with Steph Curry.
Wow.
And they had some chemistry last night. And again, we said before this game yesterday that you always have a chance with Steph Curry in the lineup. We've seen him do this for years and years. And last night was unbelievable. That fourth quarter was crazy. It was one of those games where I literally thought it was going to go. It was like the Charlotte-Miami game. It was the Clippers game. It was over. Then the Warriors made a run, and then they just did not give up. They kept hitting shots like we see here. Porzingis was awesome. Al Horford hitting like those 4 threes in a row in the fourth quarter was absolutely awesome. I don't think they win the game, obviously, unless that happens. But this was, I don't even want to say vintage Steph because he still continues to do this every time he plays.
This was from last summer.
This is why that the Warriors are still, after everything they've been through this year, they're still dangerous because they have that man, number 30, and Draymond Green's defense on Kawhi Leonard in the fourth quarter was next level. Like, this was a collective effort, and they needed this. And again, these teams that lose the first game now, I feel like all the pressure goes to them. Like, all the pressure now is on Phoenix in my eyes. All the pressure now is on Orlando. Like, those lower seeds that lose, that have to come in and have to play these higher seeds that have the momentum. I don't like it for the lower seeds. I really don't. This was an awesome, awesome game.
Yeah, they gotta fix that part. I think the only negative and drawback from the play-in is 7 seeds should be guaranteed.
Okay.
The 7 seed, let everybody fight for the 8. However, these games have been highly entertaining. These playing games have been great. And I got a bone to pick with the Golden State Warriors. I've been bamboozled. I've been tricked. I've been fooled. I've been very critical of this team, saying that they didn't have enough outside of Steph Curry. And out of nowhere, Al Horford wakes up. Porzingis wakes up. Santos had a night, right? Like, listen, Draymond, he didn't score the basketball, but as always, he's the guy that sets the table. He's the facilitator, had 9 assists, and was instrumental in that. All the OGs and the veterans, they woke up last night for the Golden State Warriors. So where y'all been? Y'all been hibernating and just waiting around for the playoffs? And, you know, that's what veteran guys do. They only get excited when the brightest lights are on, and all of these guys showed up and showed out last night, and they were able to get a big win. Not completely out of the woods yet. They still got
Not at all.
still got a great matchup with Phoenix coming up. But the way that they played last night, Al Horford in the fourth quarter that he had, Steph Curry being Steph Curry, it was great to see Porzingis playing the way that he played. Now, what Chandler just said, it looks like the pressure is on the Phoenix Suns. And you can make the case, well, the numbers don't lie. They've been in that 7th spot pretty consistently this year. That's been their spot. Now the 8th is at danger for them if Golden State is going to show up like this, and I think they will. When you have veteran leadership like this, and all of these guys have championship pedigree, and they've been there, when the lights are on, they're going to show up. And last night was the first time that we've seen the Golden State Warriors look like the Golden State Warriors of old, but with new pieces. So I'm excited to see the matchup.
I do think that is the one kind of weird thing about the plan is that 7th seed, right? Think about the Phoenix Suns season. They had 45 wins. They were very consistent. They were kind of in that middle of the pack the entire season. And now they have a chance to losing 2 games to a team that has such a roller coaster, such a worse season.
They were just waiting.
How many games up were they? Like they were
on paper. I think they probably have they had 45 wins. The Warriors had 37.
Games?
So
yes,
like they're 8 games up on this team, and now 1 game determines that 8-game gap that they made in the regular season.
It's a little
Again,
wonky.
I love the plan. I'm a huge advocate of it, but that is a tough break. I saw this viral video of a fan on from the Suns. You see that? He was
No.
going nuts, basically, how they deserved a shoe-in deal. I do agree with that, but now they have put themselves in a situation where they can literally, instead of getting the 7th seed and have a chance to play the Spurs, now it's either you go home or you get the Thunder. Like, that's a tough break for the Suns.
I mean, a hard ass would say win more games during the regular season.
True.
That would be the.
But they did.
I know, but,
also, like, think about
but
how
even more than that.
Think about how deep this conference is.
I
and
agree.
To be the 7th seed in this conference that's loaded, like, is not an easy feat. And they did that, and they
No.
can still just lose 2 games and be done.
Selfishly, as fans, this is very, very fun for us. But I do understand the frustration on the team's parts. We're like, well, what else are we? The regular season counted. We did what we were supposed to do, and we're still now in this battle.
They had an 8-game differential of this team, and they can just lose 1 game.
Yeah,
That's tough. But also, like, go earn it. Like,
you lose a heartbreaker to Portland, and you say you got one more shot, but your one more shot is with Steph Curry. Like all of these guys, Santos, he had a 20 ball last night. Porzingis had a 20 ball. Al Horford, 14 off the bench. 4 threes in the fourth quarter. And we just talking about the old guys. Pods had a night. Gary Payton, second. He did what he always does, just be disruptive in the way, create other opportunities, creating turnovers for them to have another opportunity to beat the Clippers. So it was one of those things where all season long, we didn't see them collectively. We didn't see this group as is. 51 minutes that we've seen Porzingis and Steph on the court. But what we saw last night is that if that's going to be your consolation prize for an opportunity to get the 8th spot, I don't know if it goes Phoenix way, so we'll see.
I don't know if I want this gift.
Yeah.
But it is fun for
exactly
us
what
to
you said.
continue watching.
I'm not sure if I want to accept this gift.
I don't know if I want this. But that being said, I mean, look, I don't know if this was just straight up gamesmanship with Steve Kerr saying that Curry would be on a minutes restriction and then he plays 36. Maybe 36 was the restriction.
Little chess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Little chess.
But there was no world, right? Like, this is win or go home.
But also, if you're the Clippers, are you planning for Steph Curry with less minutes? I don't think
No,
a chance
absolutely
to scout of the game. So, like,
And if you're Steph Curry, what minute restriction? Like, what are we saving me for?
Thank you.
There is nothing to save me for. I'm going out swinging, and I'm going to give myself an opportunity. We've said it time and time again. They've had their struggles this year. They've been in that 9th and that 10th spot all year. But out of respect, what have we always said? Any team with Steph Curry on it has a chance, always has an opportunity, always has a fighting chance. So, man, it was just incredible to see that. It was heartbreaking for me. You know, I'm a Clippers guy, and just to see that run in the fourth quarter, I was like, man, I've seen this movie time and time again, and usually Steph Curry comes out of it being the hero, and it was no different. He's one of the few guys over the course of his career that can go in every single arena and beat your team, and the crowd cheers you.
So we're going to get to that. Actually, I do want to ask you. There were times during this game, it sounded like a Warriors home game. I had to remind myself they're actually down the street in L.A. He's still the best. Like, he's the best ticket.
I mean, I had no skin in the game watching this game last night, and I was standing up for Steph Curry. Like, it's great. The impact that he has on his home arena, his away arena, kids, adults, male, females. Like, this dude is must watch, and the fact that he's still consistently doing it at this age, all the time he's missed, all the injuries he's been through, and he just goes and puts up a 35 and wills his team to a victory. It's unbelievable. He's in the crowd. He's dapping up fans. Like, he is. I love Anthony Edwards. I love watching Wemby. I love Shea. But I swear, if I can watch one guy play in the NBA, it's this dude. And I always look back to that game in the Olympics, what he did for Team USA, basically putting us on his back and getting the gold medal. Like, this is what he does. This is who he is. And what Porzingis called him, he's a force of nature. Like, he really is, man. And again, if I'm the Suns, I don't like it. If I'm the Spurs, I'm already thinking I don't like it.
Well, first of all, it's the Thunder.
Or the Thunder.
Yeah,
if I'm the Thunder, I don't
you.
even like it's.
We've got our problems.
I don't like the momentum they have if I'm these other teams because, again, this is a dangerous man.
Well, hold on. Wait. Okay. 0 to 100%. What chance would you get? Let's just fast forward the Warriors.
I'm not going
To the Thunder?
Yeah.
I'm not going
Not
that far.
high.
Listen, one game at a time.
Get
Chandler.
past the Suns first.
I was about to say, you know
Agree
the
with that.
rules, Chandler. You know the rules.
I know, but he got me all
One game
hopped.
at a
He got me all
time.
hopped up.
Yeah, he got you a little excited.
He got me excited last night.
All bevved up.
See? I can see it.
My hottest home.
Are you seeing like miracles coming up?
If there's one guy I'm not counting out, it is that dude. Like, I can't do it. I've seen it too many times. And, like, last night I thought the game was over. Garland hit those shots, and, like, the Mathurin was great last night for them. Kawhi was so good early, and then 2 shots. I'm sure we'll get to that, but 2 shots in the fourth quarter. And, by the way, one of them was a dunk when there was literally like 10 seconds. It didn't even matter. Like, they have to be better. But watching Steph Curry, I'm telling you, it's an experience. It is awesome.
The crowd was amazing last night. It was a little bit insane. I kind of almost felt bad for Clippers at certain points of that game. By the way, Steve Kerr thanked Adam Silver for inventing the play-in tournament. Last 15 years in this league, and there have been some changes, and they're always trying to tweak things, Lou, but is this the best thing they've done?
It's one of them. It's one of them. Without me thinking, I just remember a time when the play-in was presented. Every single player hated that idea.
For sure.
All of us hated it. And I'm sure the coaches, they would echo that sentiment. Like, we don't want to give anybody an extra opportunity to make the playoffs. If you want to be in the playoffs, do your work. Now look at what it's been able to do. I remember LeBron. LeBron was super critical of the play-in until he needed it a couple times, and then that tone kind of changed. Now look at Steph Curry. He needed it. Well, I'm not sure if he's been critical of it, but he needed another opportunity to get there. Right? And so outside of the teams needing the opportunity, I still think the 7 seed should be guaranteed. These games have been super entertaining. And listen, it's a great appetizer for what the real action is going to bring. But some of these are going to create matchups that's going to be equally as exciting. But these last 4 games, man, incredible.
I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's unbelievable. But I will say now, careful, because when the Warriors are the 7th seed next year and it turns and you possibly lose 2 games, and instead of getting that guaranteed bid in the playoffs and you lose 2 and you're out, then all of a sudden I bet you this play-in is not the best thing invented in the last 15 years. So
you know what it comes down to?
Like if Phoenix loses this next game, you think they think it's the best thing that Adam Silver?
No,
they're going to think the exact opposite.
It really comes down to what scenario you're in.
100%. Right now,
100%.
it benefits.
Isn't that life?
That's
life.
That's it. That's it. It really does. It really just depends on what side of the coin you're on. Some people are going to say it's a positive. Some people are going to say it's a negative. If Steve Kerr was the Phoenix Suns, he wouldn't be thanking Adam Silver right now.
100%.
But because he got another opportunity to get to the postseason, possibly being the last time that he makes this run with Draymond and Steph, of course he's going to thank Adam Silver. So it really just depends on what side of the ball.
Right now it's in their favor, but it can switch season to season. Absolutely. But I will say as a group, I think that it's awesome. I think it gives you that March Madness feel. It gives you a survive in advance. It gives you should see guys playing their best basketball, leaving it all out there, or else literally their season's over. And like a team like a 10 seed, like the Warriors, like a team like Charlotte that wasn't guaranteed, they still have hope to get in the postseason and make some noise because of this tournament.
Live to fight another day.
Awesome.
That's what's happening here. By the way, there was a moment after the Clippers loss, Petty Betty showed up. And Chris Paul, dun, 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 this was his
Shout out my guy Fendi. Y'all might not know Fendi, man.
Is that who that is?
New York City legend. One of my dear friends. His name is Fendi. And if you know anything about Fendi, he's a super troll. He's an entertaining person. And there was a picture of him saying that he was at one of his worst enemies' funeral.
Yep.
So that was the context behind that picture.
So CP's troll.
With CP.
Oh,
1,000% it's a troll.
How do we feel about it, though? Like, because I'm wondering, personally, I'm never going to be mad at a Petty moment. Love them, good for them. But he is probably going to want jobs in this league.
I see it 2 ways.
So? I
see it 2 ways. Nobody's above the joke.
Okay.
So it's cool to poke a little fun. We've gotten a little sensitive in this world, right? So it's cool to poke some fun. Some people are gonna find the seriousness and the undertones in it and make these deep think pieces about it, you know. So on that side of it, I don't want CP to strain the relationship any more than what it is, because without a doubt, he's going to be the first jersey to go up in the Raptors. And you don't want anybody to look at you sideways in that, because, you know, you have a beef with the current situation at hand.
I don't know.
You know, I don't want him to poke too much fun at it, because when the dust settles and it's all said and done, he's going to remember it as an all-time great Clipper. So you don't want people to kind of hold this against you being super serious. I thought it was funny. I understood the context of it, so it was hilarious to me. But just in that vein,
he's just waiting, though. You know, he's just sitting there waiting.
Yeah, so
just because you're an NBA player doesn't mean you can be petty.
Take it too serious. So
yeah, it's just
it was a fun petty thing. We are in a competitive world. We are in a competitive time, but we're also sensitive too. So, you know, I'm sure some people are gonna make it deeper than what it is.
Yeah,
make
cry harder.
Piece.
I get both sides. But also, when I think of the Clippers, I think of Chris Paul, so I don't want him to burn that bridge.
Well, the bridge is burned for now.
Thank you. Way to say it short and sweet.
Taking a quick break. On the other side, Mario Chalmers joins the show.
Run it back.
champ already. Mario Chalmers. 101 authentic, I don't see no competition. Yeah, champ already.
He
he
is
is.
back, the two-time champ, Mario Chalmers. Hello, good sir. How are we doing?
Are you doing this from your phone?
Yeah, what's happening right now?
Yeah, I'm in a hotel. I'm in Miami.
Lucky you.
Out here looking at houses and stuff. So
Oh,
I'm in a
nice.
hotel.
What a
We
day.
love real estate conversations.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just talk real estate. You know what? It's actually perfect that you're in Miami. You know exactly what's coming first. Is the way that the season ended for the Heat and the controversy and Bam and LaMelo. First of all, your take on just sort of how all of that went down.
I actually watched that game. It was a good game. I think that was a bad, unfortunate play with LaMelo. I don't know what to really say. I don't think it was intentional trying to hurt him, but it was definitely an intentional play that took a bad fall, and that definitely changed the outcome of the game. So that was a big play right there, changed the moment of the game. And, you know, when your best player go down, your best defensive player at that, it changes your whole team, your whole momentum of the game. So I think that's just what was able to take over for Charlotte at the end.
Obviously, there's been a lot of conversations since then about, you know, Secaucus and should there be a way to review this and should he be ejected from that game? Now we know he's been fined, but no suspension. I don't know. I'm sure Miami Heat fans want a lot more punishment for LaMelo, but what do you think should have happened?
I like the punishment. It happened in the game. They missed it as far as, like, throwing him out and giving him the fake flagrant foul and all that. So just have to review. I can accept the fine. It's over and done with now, so it happened.
And by the way,
Like a
half the
person.
fine was just because he cursed in the
Yes.
post-game interview. It had nothing
Yeah,
to do.
right.
Maybe if it was a series, I wonder if it was like a series
would've
against the
been
Heat, I wonder if he'd be suspended
yeah,
the
he would've got
second game.
suspended.
Yeah,
Because it
that's
doesn't
crazy.
help them. It just only helps the Magic now. Like
100%.
that doesn't make sense to suspend him. But Rio, I want to ask you this: like, does making the play-in 4 years in a row, like, what does that do for Spoelstra's legacy? What do the Heat need to do to kind of get out of this situation they've been in now for 4 straight years?
It's tough. Just the way the NBA is right now. You know, for us, we never had a play-in game. We never even thought about a play-in game. So for them to be in the play-in game for the last 4 years, basically saying that they're a mediocre team when it comes mediocre playoff team when it comes to them. To help them out, I just think they need another star, more star power around there, and figure out their actual rotation and, you know, who's going to be in the starting lineup, who's not, trying to figure out the Tyler Hero and Norman Powell situation. They got good pieces. They just got to figure out how to put it all together. And I've always said this for years. I think they need now no discredit to Davion Mitchell. I just think they need a bigger, more star power point guard to bring more height to them.
Yeah, and obviously Bam is one of those stars, and he's expressed his frustration, you know, with going to the play-in so many years in a row. Like, who does that fall? Is that Pat Riley not getting the right pieces? Is that Spo? Is that just the play? Is it health? Like, what is like the main reason why they kind of can't get over that hump? Is it the point guard situation? Like
South Beach. Like that's the thing to me. Like everybody used to want to come to South Beach, and now it's kind of like nobody really wants to come to South Beach. In my opinion, I think they're scared of the work. Not scared of the work, but they don't want to put in that type of work to be in the Miami Heat organization and, you know, the Heat culture and everything that comes with it. I think Pat might have to let go of the reins a little bit and open up the reins and let people actually beat them and play.
Yeah, speaking of Pat, obviously he's a legend, Hall of Fame guy. You said that he used to have people watching you when you would go out. So, like, what does that mean? Like when you would go out, like to the clubs, to the bars, like you would have like little like narcs following you? Like, how's that work?
Nah, nobody's following you. They're already in there. They're already partying themselves. So it's kind of like it's Pat Riley. So anytime you get a chance to report to Pat Riley, you're going to report to Pat Riley. Like, oh, I see Mario Chalmers in the club. And then he'll know, ask questions and things like that. So it's just he has his hands in everything in the city. So he knows everything.
So they were butt kissers. Like they were just guys that were like, oh, I don't
They're just
love
sucking
that.
up to the Godfather,
Yeah,
giving
I
him
don't
the
love
info.
that, Mario.
Either that or working for him or whatever. You never know with the Godfather. He always has secrets.
Is there one thing that you remember, like, damn, this is the craziest thing I've seen this man do?
It always used to be when he used to come in after like a bad game. Say we had a bad loss, he would come in and put everybody on the wall like we was kids. And like from D Wade be on the wall, Brown would be on the wall, just sitting there like wearing timeout, wearing punishment. He just looking at him, cuss us out, and kind of like, all right, like this is what we're doing as grown men, but he's a godfather, so it happens like that.
Too good.
Okay, so you know what? I'm glad this is all coming up. You just said South Beach was a place people used to want to go. We're talking Pat Riley, Heat culture. We had Norris Cole on earlier this season. He talked about Heat culture, and that, I'm wondering, is it maybe time to tweak Heat culture? This new generation of kids, they don't like to be
now.
too tough upon. They don't like people yelling at them. So how do we change it and keep it successful?
You just have to adapt to the kids, make it more about the players now. Back in the day, Pat Riley used to control everything. The ownership controlled everything, and now it's a players' league. So you got to kind of go with the players and go like that and understand what they need and what they do.
Yeah.
You got to coddle them, and that's not going to work with Pat Riley. I can't even imagine it. By the way, yesterday, Shams had the report that Pat Riley wants to go get that whale this offseason. Is
that Giannis?
Giannis.
We just say that name.
Do you think is this a good blueprint? Do they just go all in and go get Giannis?
I think they go get Giannis. They definitely try. They need another star power, but I just think they still need more shooters around and another star point guard. I mean, somebody's got to help get Giannis the ball. He doesn't have to dribble up full court and do what he normally does. You got to get him easy baskets and get him easy buckets around the rim, and then let him expand his game and go from there and let him and Bam play. So you just need somebody to really set up the offense and get them in the great spots.
Giannis in South Beach is wild.
But how does that even work? They say Bam is the only untouchable.
Bam's the only untouchable.
So they
allegedly.
Heroes up. Do you trade, literally put a package together, everyone besides Bam?
Chandler, you know how it works. You send all 11 guys for Giannis, and then you go get
figure it out from
9 more guys out the G League, and then you just see what happens after that.
What if Milwaukee wants Bam? I think they would have to throw Bam in there and make him the centerpiece.
No, I think
that's not going to happen.
No, Bam's untouchable. Bam's untouchable.
I guess.
You got to have somebody left, dude. You can't just be Giannis. That's not, no. By the way, before Pat Riley hangs it up, we have no idea when that may be. Do you think the Heat win another one?
I want them to because I'm a Heat guy, but to be honest, I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like they're
That's tough to say.
ways away.
The Giannis thing could be interesting.
Rio, I want to ask you about your thoughts on the Bam 83-point game. Obviously, some people thought it was awesome. Some people thought it was disrespectful, which I think is crazy. The ending was a little bit egregious, but first of all, how many other guys do you think you could put up numbers like that? Because they haven't before. And if you would have given me a guess, I would have probably guessed 50 to 70 other guys before I said Bam's name. But what was your whole thought on that performance in that game?
For the 83, I think it was good. At the end of the day, you got to do something 30 to 40 times to get to 83 points. So he did it. He made the points. They wasn't able to stop him at 70. So the last 13 of the fourth quarter, that's where I kind of have a problem with it. It's kind of like y'all started fouling and doing all the things to make sure he got it. But once you get to that close to a record, you got to go ahead and break it. You never know when you're going to get another opportunity like that. So I respect it.
Give me one or two other names that you think could possibly now break the 83 points.
I've always said Devin Booker or Spider.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I think those two, just because the way they score and the way they can shoot the ball, they can get hot and be able to hit from anywhere. So those are my two guys that I always think.
Someone like a Luka who can get 30 free throws, someone like that.
By the way, that sentence.
Luka's an easy one.
Yeah.
When you said they couldn't stop him at 70 is a wild sentence to me. Just
crazy.
Hearing it all over again is wild.
Rio, next thing I want to ask you about is it's always been D-Wade's team in Miami, but when the big three got together, D-Wade was okay with handing the keys over to LeBron in a way. Who was the actual leader of that team? Oh, he's on the move.
Man,
he's on the move.
Where are we going? I'd rather know where we're going.
Let me see the house you're looking at.
Yeah, is this the house you're looking at right now?
It's a hotel, so there's people in the hallway just yelling.
That's right, he's in the hotel.
What was the question again?
Yeah, good question.
Basically, when the big three was there, D-Wade kind of handed the keys over to LeBron, but who was the actual leader of that team?
The actual leader of the team, I would say, was Giannis Haslam. Just because he's been there the longest. He's a Miami guy, actually born and raised there. So, and he was the hard-nosed guy to run through all the walls and make sure that, all stars were protected from any hard fouls or anybody, trying to be the tough guy on the other team. So I always say UD was the real leader on that team.
And then also LeBron was a huge part of that team. And You said that he's been the most complete player you've ever played with, but also Michael Jordan's still your GOAT. Is there anything that LeBron can do, next season or maybe even 2 more seasons to kind of change that opinion, or is it just always MJ #1?
Me and Mike Beasley had this argument yesterday for like an hour, but
like, what else can this guy do, Rio?
For me, now this is just for me. I'm speaking for me. I'm a player that once that last second shot, there's always thrives in that last second moment. So no matter if I'm on the team or not, I want that player to be able to take the shot. And not saying Bron won't do that and hasn't did it, but Jordan just has the aura of like, I'm going to do it. We know Bron's going to make the right play and help people win the game.
Yeah.
Jordan's going to go get it. You know what I'm saying? They both make the right plays at the end, but I just feel like Jordan, his aura is more my speed.
Yeah.
It's the greatest answer you've ever given, Mario, and it's correct. So I appreciate your honesty on that one. The LeBron cookies, Pat Riley story, I do think it's funny that, like, people learn about that every day. Did LeBron actually get mad? Like, when me, as an adult saying he took his cookies away just sounds weird, but he took his cookies away. How mad did LeBron get?
You remember the game where he threw the temper tantrum when the ball went out of bounds and he didn't get the foul?
Yes.
It was definitely along that lines.
Wow.
Just not as much stomping and jumping because we was on the plane, but it was definitely the same facial expressions and all that.
Is everyone silent in a moment like that? Is it awkward?
It's not awkward. It's just one of the moments like, wow, oh, okay. Like, you got to be with your teammate. Like, it's always going to be players versus coaches when it comes to food, I should say, stuff like that.
It's too good.
God, it's such a good visual, by the way. There was a debate not that long ago about James Harden and D. Wade and who's better. Do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to take D. Wade just because as a basketball player, there's 2 sides of the ball. And I just feel like if you match them up, D. Wade will be able to get a stop before James Harden get a stop. So that's just how I view it. And I also view James as more of a point guard just because he has the ball in his hand so much. He's listed as a point guard when he's with Houston for the last couple of years. And he's just more dominant with the ball in his hand. So I list him as a point guard, but I'll take D. Wade in that battle just because of the defense of him.
Mario, my last question for you. I got to talk a little college hoops. Obviously, you're a national champion. You went a little viral, by the way, saying that winning a NBA championship was easier than winning a college championship. Is that just because the one and done aspect? And
yeah, that's only because the one and done.
Versus like a series?
Yeah, you know how it feels. Being a series, you lose one game, okay, we get to come back and look at the draw board. In college, you lose one game, you're going home, and you wait until next season.
By the way, that makes sense. And also, what is your take on the whole Darren Peterson thing? Obviously, the kid is talented. Bill Self has been, how he handled it might have been good, bad. Like, what is your take on him? Because the kid is a stud. He's talent's no question. What was the issues there while he was at Kansas? Was it toughness? Was it coach? Like, what was it?
I just think it's I don't want to say mentally tough, a little bit of that mentality because I've dealt with a full body cramp after a workout one time, and I know how that feels, and your body shuts down, and it's kind of a traumatizing thing. So to be able to bounce back from that after a boot camp that Coach Self has, I just think mentally he wasn't able to bounce back the way he wanted to, and then with the media killing him and everybody else talking bad about him, he just mentally wasn't able to lock in and be the player that we all know that he can be. We've seen him be. So
yeah,
I just think the NBA will be a different level for him. He'll be able to get those treatments, get that special rub down that we call it, the special treatment and stretches and all that. So yeah, he'll be better taken care of.
A little rub down never hurt anybody.
Special rub down sounds lovely.
Nah, not like that.
Mario, as always, thank you for your time. Good luck on the real estate journey. We're excited for you. Love that.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back.
Run it up, run it back.
McDaniels downhill, caught a body. Jaden McDaniels already made my mind up. What a finish.
Love to see it from your Minnesota.
Good highlights,
Timberwolves.
Hape.
Jaden McDaniels joins the show. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How y'all doing? I'm doing good.
We're chilling.
Yes, indeed.
We are definitely chilling. All right. Selfishly, as fans, we're very excited about this matchup. You and Denver. We know there's no love lost between these two squads. The number one thing that has to happen for you guys to beat them in advance is what?
just staying together. I'll say like playing these Denver all the time through the season, and 2 years ago in the playoffs. I'll just say it's kind of what got us through the last time we played. Just remember being down 20 in those game 7 and coming back.
Jaden, I gotta ask you, bro. Let me run this down right here. LeBron, Luka, Jokic, KD, and Steph over the past few years.
Gone fishing.
That's who y'all sent fishing.
I like that.
Is that something y'all take pride in? Are y'all conscious of it? Like, what's the attitude of y'all group going into this postseason?
Yeah, we conscious of it, but like in the moment, I don't think we really like care about like the names of who we play. Like at the end of the day, we treat it as like it's all hoop, and we were just really playing for ourselves. But when I look at it like from like a fan perspective, I'll be like, dang, I can't believe like we done played all these great players, knocked them out, like Brian, Jokic. So I mean, it's just a testimony to the work we put in and how good we is as a team over the years. But nah, it's crazy for sure.
Now, a lot of people think that you guys are gonna have the toughest road if you want to win this NBA championship. You're going to have to see Denver, you're going to have to see OKC, you're going to have to see the Spurs, and on top of that, whoever it is that comes out of the East. Do you guys have a chip on your shoulder, or is that going to make this championship sweeter if you guys can get to that level, get to that place?
Yeah, it's the route we want to go. I feel like this when we play our best, when we play the best teams, and when nobody thinks we're going to win and everyone's against us. So I think this when we all come together, and this brings the best out of all of us, and it's only time to play the right way, and it's time to win. So we all got to make sure we're doing the right stuff. But I feel like this is the path we want.
There you go.
Jaden, I played for your head coach, Chris Finch. He was my assistant in Houston. He was a fiery dude, and he would always turn up, but not like he did in that OKC game 6 minutes into the first quarter,
Yes.
where he gets tossed here, get ejected, and it's on public record he hates the Thunder's whistle and the calls they get. Is that the most mad you've ever seen him? And how much do you just love playing for a guy like this that's that passionate and just that cool?
Oh, my.
It's probably the craziest I've seen him go. Like they kept holding him back. He kept going. But, like, nah, we need that from Finch. So I'll say, like, when he did that game, that's probably what woke us up because it was fouling, turning the ball over, playing sloppy. And then as soon as he did that, we were like, okay, let's go win this for Finch now. Like, he out the game, he watching. So, I mean, I love Finch and what he does, and he always has us ready to play. So it's
Now,
pretty good.
if you're going to get tossed, go ahead and get your money's worth.
Oh, yeah,
So,
earn it.
go ahead and get your money's worth.
And you individually, Jaden, you've taken to the next level offensively. Your career high, 15 points a game. And I think you're one of the better two-way players in the league. What more would you like to add on that offensive kind of side of your game?
Yeah, really just being more comfortable in, like, pick and roll and just being a playmaker as well. Like, I'm so tall and, like, I get matchups to where I could just get to the mid-range or get to the cup and just shoot right over people. Just when I got bigs on me, just being more comfortable, doing 3, 4, 5 moves, get by guys, and then just staying confident and staying aggressive. Like, that's something that's been big for me this year. Just throughout the game, if I touch the ball 5 times, just go get it, go be aggressive, and just be asserting myself early in them games. So just staying aggressive for real.
Yeah, and defensively, obviously, there's no doubt you're one of the elite defenders, and one of your goals is to win that Defensive Player of the Year. Your teammate has got 4 of them. There's a guy in San Antonio that is going to probably win a lot of them. Like, how much has Rudy helped you on that side of the ball, just playing with him? Does he make it that much easier on defense?
Nah, he for sure helps, makes it easier. Like, when we play them elite guards, I'm sending them down to Rudy. Like, you got to deal with Rudy, and you got to worry about me pursuing. So it's just, he always helping out. And it's just cool to have someone on your team that's won them awards. So it's just someone to look up to for real.
Yeah.
All right, you and Naz Reid are buddies. I'm always curious, like, off the court, what's sort of the thing that makes you guys friends? Like, what's the bonding thing?
Yeah. Nas is big into, like, vintage shopping. So, like, wherever we go in the city, he always got, like, people pulling up to the room or we going to some store. So do a little bit of shopping. We be on the game, like Call of Duty, when we at the crib. And that's pretty much it. Like, or unless we watching, like, an NBA game or something in our hotel while we on the road.
Wait, has there been like a crazy purchase that's gone down?
Crazy purchase. There's been some crazy purchases. I'm looking at them, like, don't do that, bro. Like, I remember one time we seen some, like, Chrome Heart Bing bag. they wanted like
And they're taxing.
look, they wanted more than 20K. Let's say that. I just like, bro, come
Oh,
on, like,
wow, no.
I've seen
let's
that
go buy
beanbag.
something
It's great
else.
beanbag.
Good to have a
Yeah,
friend,
violent.
though. Good to have a friend tell you no.
Exactly. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, exactly.
Nas is he's in a running for his second Sixth Man of the Year, and if he can get that put him in some rare air with some cool guys that did it off the bench. I know one. Make a case for your guy why you think he should have it this year.
I mean, Nas, he's so versatile, offensively and defensively, and just you don't really see bigs that can move like him. He could dribble, he could shoot threes, step backs, get to the paint, and I mean, he's probably the most versatile big that I've played with, that I've seen in the NBA in a while. So, I mean, there's no reason he shouldn't win.
Can we talk Ant a little bit? Obviously, he's been a little banged up with the knee injury. You're with him every day. You see him. I know he's amped for this, but how's he looking? Are we at 100%?
Oh, yeah, he's looking solid. I don't know if y'all seen. He said he lost a little weight, so I mean, he's looking slim and he's always a hooper, so he's gonna be ready to play when it's time to hoop and when the lights come on. And I don't got no worries about him like not being ready. Like we all know Ant gonna come to play, so I just know he's gonna be ready when the game starts.
Yeah, we're stoked for that. By the way, you've known him, same draft class. You've had 6 years to sort of watch both of you grow in this league. Has he changed at all? Can you name something that's changed in him?
Not personality. He's still the same. Like on the court, he just gets better every year. Like he's still a killer. Like I know he goes to everybody. He goes to me every day. I might walk past and be like, "Come on, check up. Like you can't guard me." So it's real competition every day. So I mean, he shouldn't change. Like he a great person, great teammate. So.
I hope he never changes.
I was going to say, I don't know what the first impression of a guy like that is on you. I don't imagine he's quietly entering a room. Do you remember your first impression?
I remember when I first met, and it was probably high school, like McDonald's All-American game. And I remember he would probably tell you, like, we was playing one-on-one, and I blocked him. And he was like, bro, this is the first time, like, someone this tall blocked my shot moving. And he couldn't stop talking about it. He was so mad. And ever since then, he was like, I'm never getting blocked by you again, stuff.
Perfect.
Give me the inside scoop, because we've had this debate here about the face of the league. And we've always felt like Ant, with his personality, the way that he plays, like, you're one of those guys. Like, why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want that crown? Why wouldn't you want that title? Tell us something about his personality or his demeanor that he doesn't want that part of it.
I would say probably just he loved basketball so much to where like he don't really care for all the other stuff outside of hoop. I would say, like, and he just wants to hoop and be the best at basketball. So like, he could be the face of the league, and he couldn't be, but he'll still probably be the best player in the league. So I think that's how he sees it.
Yeah, give me one of Ant's funniest moments where he just have you dying laughing, because I'm not around him and I'm on the couch and I'm crying laughing at some of the stuff he say. Give me one of his funniest moments, man.
He always be like, this ain't like the funniest, but it's something like he always got catchphrase. Like you'll say something to him.
Oh, that's
He be
ATL
like,
all day.
Yeah, he'd be like, what I eat don't make you shit. So I'm
Yeah,
like, bro,
that's
what?
ATL.
Like, what you talking about? I'm like, all right, bro. Like, I got you. So that's something cool.
Jaden, I want to ask you about Mike Conley, too. He's probably the nicest guy in the world, one of my favorite teammates I've ever had in my life, and obviously he was with you guys. How much impact did a guy like that, just kind of learning, being in the same locker room for such a professional, how much impact did that have on you guys?
Mike is a big impact. I mean, when he got traded, we was all in here sick, like mad, like, and they done took G away. But Mike impact is huge. Like, he's always teaching us, making sure we're in the right places. Like, in the game, like, when he left, I was kind of sad because I'm like, Mike, every play they call, I'd be like, Mike, where I go? Like, where I need to be at. So, I mean, he always being a good vet, even though if he's not playing, he's making sure the young guys are good. And he's just always here and make sure his voice is always heard. So, I mean, he's probably the best vet I've ever had.
Now, when he gets traded and then brought back, was there like a weird moment where he got booted from the group chat and you had to let him back in, or how'd that work?
It's crazy. He didn't even leave the group chat. Like, when he got back here, I came in the locker room. I'm like, let me open his locker. Let me see if he really gone. Like, he still had shoes in there. I'm like, okay, we got hope. Like, he might still be here. So it ended up happening.
And my last question for you, I want to know about this expansion of the league. There's a possibility in 2028. You know, there's 2 more teams coming with Seattle and Vegas, which would mean you guys would go to the Eastern Conference. Does that matter at all? Have you guys talked about that?
Come on, Jaden, be honest.
I don't really like to go into the Eastern Conference. Like, I'm not feeling that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
feel like
feeling that
people
at
would
all.
love to go to the Eastern Conference.
You wouldn't be the sixth.
I mean-
you wouldn't be the sixth seed in the Eastern Conference this year. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Obviously, it
we probably
changes.
1 or 2. So yeah, that's the only thing. But I like playing in the West, and then like you got your West Coast trips, like, and I'm from the West Coast, so like to go to LA 2 times, I get to go to Portland 2 times. It's close to home, so like it's just for me personally. Yeah, I don't like it.
You know what? You just set that up perfectly. Speaking of home, the Seattle team, if that happens, when that happens, how cool would that be to go back there and play there?
Nah, that would be cool. I mean, I'd love to go back and play, but if I got to stay in this Timberwolves jersey, I'll stay. But I'll go home and just be like my I'll probably say like my return home story. Like I went to college in Washington, and just be able to play in that Sonics uniform or whatever the team would be named would be like a dream come true for real.
Like, how many tickets are we talking
wonder, is
when you
that
play back
possible,
there?
though?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Can they,
Like
would it be the
a
same
team, when they leave, can they come back as the Sonics? I wonder if,
Yeah, and they get all their records back too.
Same
that's
color,
incredible.
same jersey, same everything.
Oh, that's dope.
They should have never left in the first place.
Yeah. How many tickets would you have to get for people? You think? Guesstimate.
I'm really gonna do like estimate like 40.
Okay.
Go
all
ahead
right.
and get a suite.
That's not so
Literally,
Take it out
that's
my
what I'll
check,
probably
Get a
do.
suite.
First home game, get a suite, and then it'll die down as the season goes on.
Roll that in the contract.
Jaden, we are so stoked for this series, man. Good luck against Denver. It's going to be a good one.
Yes, sir. Do your thing,
Thank
my
you,
guy.
guys. I appreciate y'all.
We'll be right back. I think it's one of the best
Run
series.
it back.
Man, tough day here. Orlando, Philadelphia.
my.
Okay, we know there's no
LA.
Embiid, right? But it does not seem to matter because you got Tyrese Maxey and company. Philly punching their playoff ticket behind Tyrese's 31-6. Paolo finishes with 18, 7 of 22, 6 turnovers, and in fairness, the whole Orlando Magic team's a hot mess. But the win goes to Philly. Now they get a first-round matchup against the Boston Celtics. We don't know with Embiid, right? Because this is an injury that has nothing to do with basketball. He's just got to heal from an appendectomy. Do we think they can give Boston a run for their money?
With Joel Embiid, yeah, I do. And this team, they can hurt you in so many different ways. We know how good their guard play has been all season long with VJ and with Maxey. And when you're getting production like you did last night from Kelly Oubre and Paul George, and Andre Drummond was unbelievable last night with Joel out. Bono was even great, like altering shots, being physical. But yeah, I listen, the Boston Celtics are a very good team. They are a powerhouse. They have exceeded everyone's expectations. But I do think with Joel Embiid in the lineup, and I don't know is there a timetable or anything yet? Or?
I mean, it's really a healing process, so it's kind of...
Again, it's
we
a
don't
tall
know.
task with or without, but I do
Yeah.
think, obviously, you put Joel Embiid in any lineup on any team, they're going to have a much better chance at winning.
Can I just fan out for a second?
100%.
I love watching Tyrese Maxey hoop. Man,
He's good.
it's so refreshing to see him hoop. Like, we talk about 3-level scorers. Tyrese Maxey is a 4-level scorer. Like, he can shoot the basketball from anywhere on the court, can drive it. He got mid-range. He knows how to finish. I just love watching youngin hoop and doing it in Philadelphia. I know what type of market that is. I know what type of crowd and fan base that is. So to see them really, truly embrace him. They love a small guard, Allen Iverson. I'm not going to put myself in this conversation because these guys are elite. But Tyrese Maxey, what he's been able to do for the city of Philadelphia and for those people, I love to see it. So I just wanted to fan out for a second. As far as the matchup with Boston, I think it can get it interesting. If you get Joel Embiid back, it can get even more interesting. But with the team as it is, with the production that they're getting from 7 to 8 different guys, I love to see it. I love to see where Paul George is in this season. Missed 25 games. It looked like he didn't miss a beat. He's back to it. He was fading away out of double teams last night. Like,
we got a playoff P shout out. Like, that was, I did not expect that.
Right, and it wasn't any jokes or satire behind it. That was a real playoff P thing. Now you can get the full size of it. That was crazy. Not insane. But the Boston Celtics, I love to see this matchup. We always get to the end of the show.
Guys, can we just try to be professional?
Listen,
Good stuff.
both of these teams can score at a high clip. I think this is going to be a highly entertaining series from both of these teams. I really look forward to it. There you go. Now make some noise, Chandler.
Yeah, do your whatever.
What else
it is.
you got,
thing.
Beads?
By the way, I know we're up against it. I just want to know about Jamal Mosley real quick because it is being reported. It is almost certain he will be fired, and the body language last night, like, it was all off.
I will say, I feel like this has been a report for a really, really long time. And do I think that is the right move for Orlando? I really don't. I think Jamal Mosley is a stud. I think he embraces everything that you need in a head coach, his defensive philosophy. He's always been the defensive guy when he was with me in Dallas. And you can tell offensively there's a little friction there, and especially with Paolo. It seems as if he may have regressed a little bit this year, and I don't know if that's system, because the kid is super talented, right? And he's so big and strong, and he can hurt you in so many different ways offensively. He's just an inefficient shooter. He can't really, he's not going to be efficient. He can't space the floor. And with that team, Desmond Bane's really the only threat to kind of get the help side away, the weak side away. So I don't love the reports, and again, I don't know what's going to happen. It seems like all signs are pointing towards that, no matter what happens, which is crazy. And now they put themselves in a situation where Charlotte is rolling. They have momentum. It's this fun young team where they can find themselves not making the postseason instead of getting a chance to go and play the Pistons. So I hate it. It's tough. I don't love where I feel like Paolo's in a bad spot mentally right now, and I feel like the Magic are a team that we had such high expectations. I thought they were a lock to be a 1 to 4 seed this year.
Yeah.
I think that was
the
a fair
fact that
guess.
they might not make the playoffs, it's brutal. It's bad.
Can we? So then let's roll this video. Talk to me about. Is this normal? Like I know. Coaches do
smelling
salt.
salt.
Shout out to
Now,
Prunty, by the way.
I've never seen a coach do it.
Yeah, hold on. I saw
But
Doug Christie or something.
Montrezl Harrell and myself, we were smelling salt guys. Trez started it, and then I kind of was the copycat, and I checked it out, and I was like, oh, I kind of like this. I'm a wasabi guy too. So
I love
if you,
wasabi.
yeah, if you know
So maybe
about-
I'll like smelling
It's
salt.
the same experience, same exact experience with
It just
with the
wakes
smelling
you up
salt.
like.
Yeah,
It
it
doesn't
just,
last,
just sends
right?
you a little head rush and kind of just wakes you up a little bit to get you going, get the juices flowing. But
Is it a one-time thing, or you do it like every quarter? Like,
something's wrong with you if you keep doing it.
oh, really?
Yeah, you tripping.
So it's one time. It's the beginning of the game.
That's what it should
it's
be.
breakfast,
That's
lunch.
what it should be.
I don't know if it's like every 15 minutes.
Yeah, it should be a one-shot deal. But if you're looking for a different kick, then yeah. But that's what the experience is like, Beadle. If you've never done it, it's just
I'm
kind
gonna
of
try it.
like some wasabi, and it just.
Should we bring some Monday?
Yes. Can we bring smelling salts in here on Monday?
Yeah, I think so.
I would like to try it and see what's up.
Where do you even find them?
I don't. You should know.
That's a great question.
What is that supposed
I
to be?
don't
I've
know.
only seen them on NBA benches.
Really?
Yeah.
I think football does it too.
Yeah,
I know
I
hockey
play-
does it. I guess everybody does it. Now that I'm
Except you.
thinking
We're
about
gonna
it.
do it.
We are definitely going to do it because we're followers and we want to be the same as everybody else. Paolo, how do we get to the bottom of this? Is this a psychology thing? Like what's
I
happening?
think winning cures everything, and this team had high expectations. And they never reached them. And yes, they've been banged up with injuries. Franz Wagner hasn't been the same as he's been. Jalen Suggs kind of been in and out of the lineup. Paolo, again, his inefficiency to score. And again, maybe that's system, maybe that's positioning, maybe that's his mental, maybe there's just a friction there. I don't know. It's just whatever it is not working. And usually, unfortunately, in this business, there's going to be a fall guy. And all signs are pointing to Jamal Mosley. And again, I don't think that's fair. I don't think he's the wrong guy for this job. I think he's got a hell of a future in this league being a coach.
I'll speak to the system, though. I just don't like the fact that he has to put the ball on the floor so much to get his points and to be
He's 6'10",
effective.
250. He should be abusing. Most people are smaller than
Yeah,
him.
so he shouldn't have to put the ball on the ground 8 to 10 dribbles to score. So we'll
Well,
talk
I hope
about
they
it
figure it
another
out real quick because they don't have a lot of time. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow. Enjoy your evening.
They run it back, yeah.